Welsh Rugby Union chairman at, well, a critical point in the future of the game. Firstly, congratulations on being elected. What do you feel you can bring to this role?
Well, you said it's a critical time. We love our watersheds in Wales. We have them every fortnight. You feel a significant moment here, though. I think it's an opportunity. I think it's a great opportunity we have in front of us. And I think it could be transformational with the governance and so on. I look forward to meeting the challenges that life throws in our direction at the moment. But everybody across the globe are feeling the challenges currently on the back of what COVID and the problems of COVID contributed to our ecosystem. We're now confronted with new challenges, and that's always going to be the case. Nothing stands still, neither can we.
We're back where it all began, well, ish for you, a different pitch. But look, what are the memories as you stand here today? Did you always think you'd end up in a more official role?
No, it never crossed my mind at all. But I was immensely privileged to have represented my country on the field. It's not about a badge or a jersey, it's about the hopes and aspirations of a nation. You know, and that's something I'll treasure immensely. Captaining my country out in the field is my greatest ever sporting moment. Wonderfully warm, evocative memories. That atmosphere, that vibrancy, that energy, that interaction he had between players and supporters was just intoxicating. No other way to describe it. In many ways, rugby defined me and it shaped me as a person. And when I first had the opportunity to come on board here, you do feel a sense of duty. And I'm very much up for the challenge and very excited at the prospect as well.
But as Evan surveys what he calls God's green acre, he knows that his in-tray is overflowing with issues that need to be resolved. Priority number one, the future of Wayne Pivac and the Welsh Rugby Union's review. What's the latest on the review into the autumn campaign, which will undoubtedly decide Wayne Pivac's future?
The process has been undertaken as we speak. It's when we evaluate that report, we have to allow the process take its course and then come to a conclusion on the back of it, what the recommendations are, and act accordingly.
Could it be a matter of weeks?
There's no time frame to this. We need to take things to a conclusion, and we have to give it the respect it needs.
And who's conducting the review?
That'll be done by the senior executives within the WRU.
And will you take part in that?
Well, at some point it comes to the board, but this will be undertaken by Wayne Pivac himself, as you would expect, and there are several other component parts to it as well. But that process will run its course.
For the short-term success of this Welsh side, and for Wayne Pivac's sake himself, how important is it this review is done quickly?
Well, it needs to take its course, right? It needs to run its course, and we'll come to a decision on the back of that. And hopefully it'll be a considered decision. It's not a rushed decision. It's a considered decision based on the evidence at hand. And that's the way you have to do it.
Could a new chairman want a new chief executive?
The new chairman has to have a strong relationship with the chief exec. That's how chairs of board operate. We're there as a board, and I'm there as a chair. We're there as a board to scrutinise, to challenge, to counsel and support. And it's all important that those various elements come to bear.
Do you believe that Wales can successfully sustain 4 regions?
I firmly believe that Wales can sustain successful elite rugby. It has to. The whole ecosystem depends on Wales being a successful elite team, both internationally and regionally. And the people in the room are deciding the model. They're discussing as we speak, and I'm sure they come up with the right model.
One thing you will have to immediately address are the budgets for the regions. Back in May, Nigel Walker said he hoped it would take weeks. In October, Stu Phillips says, stick with us. And now we're in December, and Dai Young this week has reminded everyone 40% of his squad out of contract. When will the regions know their budgets?
The people in the room discussing it. Progress has been made, probably frustratingly slow for lots of people. Understandable why this,
speculation on why we haven't got to where we'd like to get to. But progress is being made.
Are you prepared to see players leave Wales because they haven't got a contract?
I don't want any players to leave Wales. I want our best talent, our best Welsh talent here playing within our borders, because it's important not only for our to benefit our international team, but also because the Welsh public deserves the opportunity to see the best talent.
But as a former player, is there empathy there? That a lot of players are currently feeling more vulnerable than they are feeling valued.
I've been a professional player. I fully understand the anxieties they're feeling. It's their livelihood, their families, and I fully understand that.
So I'm right in saying there's still no time frame on a decision. What is your message then to players like Josh Turnbull, who have come out and said, this is affecting us, it is affecting the way we play in our performances?
I could fully understand why it does. I think you understand also we're doing this for the betterment of the game moving forward. We have to find a model that best suits us going forward. We can't carry on doing the same thing, hoping for a different outcome. I think that's quite obvious that doesn't work.
There's been a push for an independent chair for a while. Is having the ability to do that something you support, and how will you go about discussing it with the clubs?
I think the AGM taught us a few lessons. We didn't put a compelling and a convincing enough case forward, and we have to address that. We also have to lay fears. There's no conspiracy here. As regards, we are confident that the direction of travel we are taking is the right course of action for us as a game, as a governing body, and as an entity, WRU. Governance change is something I think gives us a massive opportunity moving forward. We need to embrace those opportunities, not be fearful or walk away from it. Embrace it. It'll be for the betterment of the game. It'll benefit us all. But we fully understand we didn't put a convincing enough case forward in the AGM. We got many things through. We didn't get all that we would like. But we'll reevaluate. We'll communicate further. We'll go out and speak to the clubs, understand what those fears are, and find a way forward. But we have to keep progressing. We have to be progressive in what we do.